guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another Mario Ramon discussion. Today, we're going to discuss Michael Collins and his contribution to being an astronaut, and not just an astronaut. Before we get into the video, I would just like to send positive vibes to his family and comfort over his family's heart and everything. And I know that he will definitely be missed. He was just, a well rounded, well traveled man. He was actually in the Air Force, and his father was in the Army. So his family had been well traveled, when he was a child. His father was a professional Army, person. So he was an Army brat, if you will. And he was from Rome. And, he was known for being pretty, smart upstairs. And like I said, he was in the Air Force. So he actually went to outer space 2 times, and he was not one of the people who walked on the moon like Neil Armstrong, but he he was actually, I don't want to say the brain, but he was the pilot of it all. He's the person you really needed him, because one mistake, you know. So he, land the capsule and then lift the capsule up. So this is why I always thought that it was fake, the trip to the moon. And the reason why I am bringing this up is because, astronaut Michael Collins is the person who made me actually believe that it was real by the way that he talked about it and the intensity. And then just how he said, he always brought up, I wish I had walked on the moon, while I was there. He always, that was one regret. If you look at, his speeches and different things like that, he always says, I wish I had walked on the moon. The other two gentlemen got a chance to walk on the moon, but he didn't, because he was the astronaut. We can't have all y'all ass fly away. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to stay on here. And the thing is, for me, the reason why I always thought it was fake, first of all, I know we have scientists and we have astronauts and everything like that, and we have chemists. I get that. But how the hell do you know what the atmosphere is like all the way to the moon? It's so far that you gotta fly 5,000 miles away. I mean, 5,000 miles per hour, and get there days and days later. Just, there's going to be some scientists. He doesn't know. It's 4,089 miles per hour. Listen, I'm making an example. Just follow the story, okay? Sit your ass down. Okay. So you're on Earth, and it's, we don't even have the technology that we have. We watch in black and white TV. So how the hell are you so nosy that you know what the atmosphere is like in the moon? And how do you know that the rocket, number one, the rocket had enough fuel to get up? Okay, I get that. But it takes a lot of fuel to even get the rocket off the ground. So you're telling me you had enough fuel to get the rocket off the ground, burst through space, turn its little ass around, and then head towards the moon with all that fuel, land, and not even, hit a comet, because there's a lot of shit flying around in space. You ain't hear shit. It wasn't a paper cut on nobody. And how do you know that the spacecraft, if you go that fast, because there's no way to test that shit. Where did you test the spacecraft going 5,000 miles per hour on Earth? Or, excuse me, 4,089 miles per hour. It was kilometers. It wasn't miles. It was kilometers. Whatever. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. So how do you know that the spacecraft wouldn't explode, just combust from fire, just from going that fast? Anything going that fast? And then how did you slow it down? Slow enough to get on the moon and strategically land on the moon ever so softly. And then you land on the moon, and yet still you have enough power. Because you don't even know what the atmosphere is going to be like in the moon. Yes, we did testing. Bullshit. Listen, bullshit, okay? Because you could have wanted to take off, and the gravity on the moon just pulled your ass right back. You don't know what it was like. You don't know. And you could have had those 3 people stuck out there. But anyway, if it happened, allegedly. So anyway, the spacecraft had enough fuel to take off of the moon to get back to Earth. Fly all the way back to Earth. Where did they keep all this fuel at, Pumpkin Lamb? It was based off when the humans blink, then the spacecraft goes 1,000 miles per hour. So seeing that it was 3 people, they blinked 3 times. All this weird shit. But I guess it is kind of possible because, we have those little things that help you, those oxygen tanks that help you breathe underwater during the deep sea diving and shit. That's a nosy motherfucker who invented that. You've got to be nosy to invent things like that. Nosy, nosy, nosy. No, I'm well informed. I am intrigued. No, you're nosy to build a little something we can breathe underwater and go up under there with the fish and shit for hours. Anybody got time for that? But this spacecraft, this really got me. It really got me. To say, yeah, it took off from Earth. The rocket took off from Earth, went into space, didn't hit a crater, no bricks, nothing. Because it would have split in half or just blew up. And it went fast enough. And this is another thing, since we're on the subject. Do you mind if I tell you what it is? Because I don't have to say it. Oh, good. You said I can't. Oh, good. Good. That little damn aluminum foil suit they have on, how you know they little asses would freeze to death? You already know it's damn sub-zero when you get in the clouds when you're on an airplane. Now you got your 3 little asses all the way at the moon with this Reynolds wrap suit on. It just doesn't make sense to me. Well, the suit, it reflected the sun and the heat. No. That just doesn't make sense. And what kind of boots y'all have on? Timberlands? How you know that as soon as you walk on the moon, your ass wouldn't just fly away? Boop, bam. Boop, bam. There go the second guy. And see, that's why Michael Collins was smart. He was like, shit, the devil is the lie. I'm staying right here. And if I got to go back by myself, I got to go back by myself. But he did regret not going. But probably back then, because they probably was like, well, look. Well, no, because he was the one who knew how to fly, and get, so you can't fuck with the pilot. You stay on here and you eat, fruit roll-ups or whatever they had, whatever snacks, fruit cocktail, I don't know, peaches in a can. So yeah, you eat and we're going to play on the moon. Sorry. Life just isn't fair all the time. Sorry. And oh my God, what else do we have? It's just too much for me. But he did go out of space twice. Now, I do believe that people go out of space. But my thing about even going out of space, I have to see more about this because, say this is Earth. Hold on, where is Earth? This is Earth on this little exercise thing. Okay, so look. This is Earth. And this is the rocket. And we're coming out of Earth. and this is the space shuttle. So you got to tell me this bitch is hovering over Earth while we out of space, or is it on Earth's surface? Because if you're telling me it's on Earth's surface, see, y'all crazy. You so crazy. OMG. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And once again, I'm sending prayers to Michael Collins' family. Um, he was just one of the he's in history. He's one of the key people in history. You know what I'm saying? And he was 90. He lived an amazing life. It appeared that after he came back from the moon, he wink wink. After he came back from the moon, he started writing books and doing seminars and things like that. So, you know, he had a pretty good deal going on. And plus he got the recognition for being the pilot, for like getting the people to the moon safely and coming back. That's better than, you know, a getaway car driver. This story is way better. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good evening. God bless you. Peace.